Today we are going to discuss an important topic, a security group in AWS. In previous section we covered the VPC, virtual private cloud. This is specific to at a data center level, and if you create any instances for the whole region, inside region we have availability zones. For the availability zones level we created a VPC, right? Now this security group is related to instance level. Okay, basically the security groups are like stateful. When I say stateful, I will give a small example. Okay, in your home you have a mobile phone or laptop, right? Both are connecting to a router. Okay, when you made a request from your mobile phone through a router, the router knows, okay, I'm getting request from my mobile phone. If you send the request from laptop, okay, this request came from the laptop, either mobile phone, either iPhone. Okay, it remember the request and it given a response to back. Okay, if you send the request from the mobile phone, it will give response immediately to you. If you are send request from the laptop, it will give response to you. Like this concept is called a stateful. Even security groups are stateful at instance level. When I say instance level, is nothing but like a EC2 instance, we can call as a server, we can call as a virtual machine. All its names are different, but at last it's like a physical machine. But for us it's like a virtual machine. Okay, if you are using in your laptop, maybe you can call as a virtual machine, or you can call as a system. Like so many terminologies there, right? But in the cloud, if you create any server, it's like a virtual server. You can't see, but you can use. Okay, this is very important to understand. Basically we are providing security at two EC2 instances. What is a security group? What exactly means? I say as a simple as a firewall. When I say firewall, is nothing but incoming and outgoing traffic. When I say traffic, in the sense, if you are directly going to the opening a web browser and www.google.com, if lot of users at a time is hitting, this is called your traffic. Okay, this is a traffic from which source it should come. Maybe you can give as a filtering based upon, okay, it should come from your IP address, it should come from anywhere in the internet. Like that we are providing a security group is nothing but a firewall solution. Okay, this security we are providing at protocol and port access level. Okay, when I say protocol and port access level, if you are created any EC2 instance, you need to open a default port. It's like a static ports. In the next slide I have what are the ports are available for each protocol. When I say protocol types, we have like basically all the TCP protocols. When I say types, like SSH, remote desktop, RDP for the Windows system. If you take any MySQL, it has a one protocol and which has some default port. In that way we have a lot of protocols and port access. While explaining a demo, you can see all the protocol list. Maybe you saw already, but I will explain some little bit more. Okay, I'm explaining some high level security group, high level diagram. I will explain where come to the picture, how you VPC use in previous section. Same way security group, how it is interacting with you and with your EC2 instance. Assume that this is an Amazon cloud. Maybe you can say this is my dashboard. Assume this is a cloud. When I say cloud, it is in the internet, right? Now you know how to create an EC2 instance, right? You are very familiar with to create an EC2. We created a lot of EC2 instances till now. If you don't know, if you are a beginner to this section, please watch how to create EC2 instance, what is the use of EC2 instance. Okay, now in the cloud I created an EC2 instance. If you create an EC2 instance, you will get an IP address, right? Otherwise how you will log in inside a virtual machine? Okay, now you will get an IP address. Okay, this is EC2 instance who created you. That means you are the root user, right? You can create or you can delete or you can modify. as a root user you can access this EC2 instance. Okay, how you will access means, if you're using the Linux or machine, from the terminal you can access from your home. Okay, if you are using a Windows, you can use a putty tool. From that tool you can access. Now this you got IP address, the EC2 instance at the cloud level. If in order to get a if you want to access, we have a mediator, a security group. Now our concept will come as a security group. For this EC2 instance I am providing as a firewall. This is a security group. Okay, when I say security group, we have two types: inbound traffic and outbound traffic. Okay, whenever you created any EC2 instance, it will give an option to provide as inbound traffic. When I say inbound traffic, you need to enable a port number. If you created a Linux machine, there is a static port 22, you need to enable, then only you can access. By default AWS won't provide any traffic for the inbound rule, so you need to enable the rule. Okay, if I say outbound traffic, AWS will give outbound traffic to everyone. You can access insert from virtual machine to anything. So by default outbound traffic will give. How it is giving, while explaining creating an EC2 instance, I will explain. Okay, this inbound traffic from your home you are accessing by enabling 22 port number, and again immediately it will give response to back. Now you are sending the request, now you are getting the response at which port number? By the 22 if it is a SSH. Okay, secure socket shell. Now it is okay. For this one I will create one EC2 instance, I will create one security group, then I will explain what things we need to do. Remaining part, this is off part diagram. Okay, quickly I will create an EC2 instance. I already logged in my machine. Create EC2 instance. If you don't know how to open, go and search in the search bar EC2. Okay, right now I don't have any instances, just I'm in a North Virginia region, just I'm creating launch instance. If you want, you can navigate to your nearest region, Mumbai. Then if you deploy any application, the latency will be a less. Okay, next Mumbai region, I'm selecting Amazon Linux 2 AMI. Okay, if you want to access this machine, you need to use EC2-user, that is a username. You know already, you need to choose the instance type. We are using the free tier, right? So I'm using the free tier eligible. And you know how to use the VPC. Now by default I have a VPC. By default AWS will give default security group and default VPC. If you don't know how to create VPC, please watch previous section. Right now we can use a default one. Then you can choose availability zones also. Quickly go for the next, add storage. You can keep the same thing, default actions. Then here you can provide key value pair. This is called a firewall, right? Firewall VM. Then I'm keeping firewall virtual machine. Okay, if you see here, security group means set of firewall rules that control traffic to your instance. That means you are providing security, how the traffic rules you need to define. On this page you can add the rules to allow a specific traffic to reach your instance. You need to define what kind of traffic to reach and what type of traffic you can leave the instance, you can provide. Okay, now you can create the new security group, or you can use any existing security group. If you don't know how to create, then you can use the default. Now in this section I will explain how to create, okay, your own types and protocols, what kind of traffic you want to allow. This security group I will keep it as Linux security group. This is the name. This is a description you can provide. This security group would be assigned to all web-based applications. That means any user can access this application. Maybe you I will show you how to deploy a web server inside security group also. I mean, you created a Linux machine, now we are creating, right, inside Linux machine I will deploy a web server. How you can access a simple HTML page, I will show you how to do. Okay, if you see here, this is the type, this is a protocol, this is a port range, source and description. If you see here, these are all the protocols. If you click on SSH, it's based on the TCP protocol. This is 22 port number you need to enable. Okay, if you enable, here we have three sources: custom, anywhere and my IP. When I say, first I will explain the anywhere. Anywhere in the sense you can access this machine from anywhere. The name itself, if you want to access from your home or office, any coffee shop, anywhere you can access in the internet. If you have an internet, you can access very easily. 00 indicates means any machine. If you see here, two things we have, by comma, one more. If you see first four digits, it's include a IPv4 address. That means a 32-bit address for each virtual machine or each computer will get a IPv4. And if you see here, :/0 indicates this is 128-bit IPv6 addresses. Okay, this is the way you can enable SSH for the inbound rule. Only you can provide only inbound rule while creating your EC2 instance. If you want to edit any outbound rule, you can go to the security group, you can enable or disable. I will show you how to do that part also. Okay, this is the way protocol we can type we can define. Okay, that means if you come to the diagram, this is called a root user. That means you are enabling 22 port number. That means if I given any my custom IP, when I click not custom, my IP, when I say my IP for the local virtual, it will give automatically IP address of your local machine. That means only you can access, no one can access this machine. Okay, suppose if you are working in IT industry, this root access, some five developers are working. Okay, then can I provide like 5 IPs? Instead of providing individual, you can give a custom. There is a custom option we have. If you see here custom, you can IP addresses you can provide, like if you want to give if you are in IT industry, you have your private network. That private network have some IP address range, like assume that now 50.20.0.0/24. when I given this IP range, network host starting with 5020, anyone can access this many number of users. That means 255 into 255, this many IP at around 65,000 users can log in this SSH machine. Then you can provide your description here. Now we'll go for the diagram once. Now you are the root user, now you have EC2 instance, now you allowed inbound traffic and outbound traffic. Okay, now you are the user. Now in this EC2 instance, now I deployed a application. Assume that a Flipkart or Amazon or Myntra, anywhere, some web server, I deployed my instance. Okay, if you want to access, you don't have access for 22. Why? Because here I provided my custom IP. If you see here, it is generated my IP. That means it is specific to myself. But in your case as a user, you can't access this IP. So how you will do that? See, if the user, they will access as a Flipkart or Amazon, so they will access the request and the response. That means from which protocol you will access as a user means HTTP and HTTPS. If you type any google.com, by default there is a HTTP protocol. If you see here, just simply type https youtube.com or https dot gmail.com. There is a protocol is there, right? That is HTTP. You need to enable that rule here also. If I click add rule, here all types of protocols we have. Now you can click HTTPS, then it will be allow default port is 443. Now you need to enable HTTP. Just click here. That means 80. If you given as 80, you can access this Flipkart and Amazon, okay, from any destination. When I say as a user IP, I don't know, right? What I can do, I can use anywhere, then I can use anywhere, okay. HTTP name, any user can access my Flipkart and Amazon, but when I say SSH, only the root user can access that part, okay. Now quickly I will create. Now what are the description? It's like a pre-check. Just I'm click launch instance. Okay, choose an existing pair. I already have my key. If you want to create a new key, you can create. Now as of now, I'm using my already I have a key. I'm using my private key. Otherwise I will create a new key itself. Create a new pair key. Then I make it as a firewall key. Just I will make it as a firewall key. I'm downloading. Click launch instance. Within few minutes your virtual machine will be ready. And whenever your virtual machine is ready here, you have here few things. See here public IP. That means if you create any virtual machine, cloud will give one public DNS. By using this DNS, you can access. If you deploy any Flipkart by using this website, this DNS will provide by the cloud. You can access by using this website. This is your public IP. Now my instance is ready now. Now I can log in inside my virtual machine. Just copy your IP address, open my terminal. If you are using the Windows, you can by using putty you can log in, okay. Now you can do just zoom it, okay. Now as how you can log in, SSH-I EC2-user. Okay, you need to provide your private key. My private key is given is a firewall key, so this firewall key I'm giving as my input, firewall key, and you need to provide your username EC2-user @ your public IP. It is generated, right? Thus if you give here, it will immediately throw one exception, unprotected key. Why? Because this particular key we have access read, write and execute, so you need to make it as read permission, okay. How you will make it? It is not able to access. Let me check my which rule I enabled my security. If you don't know how to open here security group, if you go here, click on EC2 dashboard. If you come down here, we have network and security. Click on security groups. If you see here, just click on security group, then you can see your inbound and outbound rules. Go and click edit inbound rules. If you as of now I'm keeping as anywhere, from anywhere I can access. If you click the provide, it is giving 2 times HTTP and by using IPv4, this is IPv6. In that way it is categorized. Now just I'm saving my rules. Now you need to provide your permission 0400 and firewall key now you are giving read permission. Now you can log in your virtual machine. It will ask your fingerprint, you can make it as yes. See, now you are logged in inside your Linux to AM. Okay, now what we'll do, now we'll create one simple a web server Apache, will install, will create one test page. Now we'll see what we'll do, will remove one by one. I will remove HTTP whether you are able to access or not. Right now you are using HTTP unsecure, HTTPS is secure. Okay, now just I'm navigating to my sudo user. If you see here, it's a root user, this is my private IP. Now if you want to install your application, you need to write some commands. If you're using the Ubuntu, you need to use sudo apt update. Based on the Linux machine, commands will be changed. Yum install httpd-y. If I give -y, it will be install application inside my Ubuntu machine, inside my Linux machine. Now I need to start my service. Let me clear the screen. Just clearing my screen. Now you need to start your service. You install a web server, right? Now I'm starting this one. So it is redirecting, it is started my service, and you need to enable one more command, chkconfig. This application should be on. When I click immediately on, httpd. Okay, now the request is going. If you want to check from terminal itself, you can use curl by default available localhost :80. Now I enable 80 port number at my security group levels, right? Just if you click enter, you will see one web page. Okay, this is inside your machine. If I want, as a user, you want to access in the Chrome browser or Internet Explorer, right? Then how you can access? If you see, if you go your EC2 dashboard, go for running instances. Here, if you IPv4 public IP, otherwise this is your DN, domain name service. Okay, just copy and paste it here. See, this is my web page. You can access, anyone can access from internet, right? In this way you can enable your groups. Okay, now I'm accessing. What I will do, I will go to my security group and I will disable 80 port number. Then what will happen, we'll see. Click on security groups. Here we have two rules, inbound rule and outbound rule. By default, inbound rule user need to provide. Outbound rule, it will given by all traffic. If you want to enable few things, you can enable. Okay, which type of traffic you need to leave. If you want to provide, you can provide. Default EC2 instance, AWS is providing by default all traffic, but here you can, this is the important to enable. Okay, now what I will do, click on edit inbound rules. This is my HTTP, right? By default 80 is a static port. What I will do, I will delete my port number. So when you delete, if you save, immediately it will be reflect on the web page. You no need to restart the server also. Click save rules and click enter. If you don't know, go and see, it will be keep on loading. That means you disable outside the world. That means these users can't access this Flipkart and Amazon. Why? Because 80 port number I disabled. Okay, if you want to enable again, go and click add the rule HTTP and you provide from anywhere and you will save the rules. Sorry, I've given as a custom, I will give the anywhere. Specified rule 443 and allow already exists. Let me go back. why we are getting exception. Anyway, HTTPS is not required. I am deleting. Anywhere this both IP address we can provide. Okay, inbound security group successfully modified. See, if you say 504 gateway, now if you see here I didn't refresh it. If you again do, see, you will get your Linux page. What I will do now, instead of this Linux page, I will create one simple message, hello world. If you want to display how you will do, I will show you. This is your virtual machine. There is a path cd/where if you install your application, these folders will be automatically will create HTML. Okay, ls there is no files. Now if you want to create HTML page, va/index.html, by default it will navigate to index. Enter. To insert anything in va terminal, type I. Now what I will do, I will write HTML h1, then hello world /h1 HTML. Just I wrote this content, just use your escape :w q and exclamatory mark. If you want to the save file, just click on enter. Now if you go and refresh this page, it will show, see, this is the hello world. So this is a way you can provide your inbound rules and outbound rules at security level. The security level is applicable for instance level, or I mean to say a server level. By default it will allow all the traffic to any destination for outbound rules. And if you go for my PPT once, now you understood, we created EC2 instance, we created a security group. Now you know the IP address, how it will be allow inbound and outbound, and how to deploy a web server inside your EC2 machine. These all things are covered. Apart from that, if you see here, this is the common networking protocols. Okay, when I say networking protocols, these all port numbers are static port number. These are all the statics. If you create any Linux machine, you need to enable 22 port number. And we have, if you want to create a Windows machine, then you need to enable 3389 if RDP, remote desktop protocol. This everything, assume that TCP, when I say TPC, transmission control protocol, like people call it a TCP IP, what exactly means, it will deliver some packets, that data delivery of packets in the internet to your IP. When I say TCP responsible for delivering of packets, whereas IP indicates for the logical addressing. That means you are giving the IP address, right? This is the TCP is a common protocol for every type. HTTP is unsecure, HTTPS is security, port number is 443. SSH, it's a more secure, and Telnet is again not secure, the port number 465. And it is created when DNS service, right? When I say DNS, domain name service, it will be run on 23 port number. If you want to transfer any file transfer, it will use some FTP protocol. And if you want to send email related information, that port number related to 25. These are the common networking protocols. Okay, and default security group. By default, if you don't provide any security group, AWS will give a default. If you see the name, this is the default. If you want to cross verify, how you will cross verify? In EC2 dashboard, network and security, click on security group, disable this filter. If you see here, group name as default, you can't delete, you don't have the delete permission. If you try to delete also, it will throw exception to you. When I say delete, see here, this security group can't be deleted, either default security group or referenced by other security group. That means you can provide security group not only at instance level, you can provide security group one more level. Okay, this group, second group, three group, you can create any number of groups. The security you can provide anywhere. Okay, this is called the default, and this security group is associated with a VPC. When I say VPC, it's a availability zone, a region specific. Right, this is for every default there is a VPC ID is available. If you create either new anything under this VPC, this security will be associated with that. So this is very important concept, the security group. Please practice more and more. If you feel any difficulty, please leave your comments in the video section. Thank you guys, we'll see in the next session.